That character, Chip Chipperson. Why is it the biggest thing?
People love it.
You came up with this character when you were on O&A. And what made you do this? Like, what?
Girlfriends hated it. I think we talked about this. Girlfriends drove me. They hated it so much because it was humiliating, and it got a reaction out of them, and I just kept doing it. It was so much. It was so much fun, and a lot of times Anthony, like at first, hated it, but then Anthony started to love it. But then Opie never loved it, and it was always kind of fun to do because I knew, like deep down, Uncle Paul he hates, so I would always do Uncle Paul just to fucking make him sick, because he couldn't get with Uncle Paul. Anthony, of course, could.
Are you more comfortable now doing it without him?
The radio show?
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah.
Much. Oh, yeah. We stopped liking each other. I mean, the reality is, I really mean that. I don't wish the guy bad in his real life. Like, I don't want bad shit to happen to him. But we simply stopped liking each other. So, but he was enjoying his afternoon show much more without me than he was with me. I got the morning spot for whatever, I think the company just was annoyed at him or whatever. They liked that me and Sam were hungry. I mean, him and Sherrod and those guys, they were having fun. So people didn't like it, they didn't like it, but he sounded like he was having fun. And he was loose.
What got him fired? Like, what happened?
What the technical reason was he had filmed Roland Campos, our booker, taking a shit. Now, I know Opie well. He filmed me doing it in 2009, but he was being a goofball. I don't think he was trying to be degrading.
Right.
Just being an ass. And then showing it to, I think, a couple of the comics. And I guess, I don't know exactly, I heard about it after the ball had already been rolling. So somehow Roland got nervous that he was going to release it. And maybe Opie was teased. I don't know what Opie said to him. I really don't. But I think that it got back to one of Roland's bosses. And then the head of the talent department spoke to him. And then once human resources got involved, then things change. And I remember there was a clip of, it was getting bad. And there was another producer in the studio named Paul, and he was videotaping it, and I think he had been on Roland's side, and he thought Opie was being a dick to him. He's like, "You're being a dick to me," and Opie's like, "Yeah, because you chose Roland in this whole thing," like making it a public thing that was really uncomfortable. And then Paul goes, "Yeah, well, I thought it was wrong," and then Sherrod goes like, "He was having fun. We all saw the tape. He was enjoying it. He was laughing." And when I heard that, I'm like, "Oh no, he just said we all saw the tape." Oh. Like, that just made it. And again, maybe they were going to fire him anyway. I don't know. Like, they don't tell me that shit. But he thinks that the company was out to get him. I don't know. And again, I don't know what they said to him privately. But to me, he had 2 months left on his deal. And no company wants to fire you 2 months out because of the potential
lawsuits.
They would much rather let you ride it out and then just not re-sign you. We finally got Anthony back in the building.
He's allowed to come on as a guest?
In the building. I fought for 3 years for that, and literally right after he got fired, they let Anthony back in.
After Opie got fired?
Yeah, and I'm not saying Opie kept him out. I don't know. To be really honest, I don't know. I don't think that he actively kept him out, no.
Do they know the real numbers? Like, do they ever tell you how many people are actually listening?
Never. I don't know if they know. I mean, I don't know how they would track that. They may. But they don't. And a part of me is like, I really want to know because it will give us negotiating power.
Yeah.
And a part of me is like, I really don't want to know. But the fact that we're getting raises, I think we're doing okay. Like, that's the only way I can tell.
Right.
Is that I know that they want to keep me every time the contract's okay. We must be doing okay.